Okay. Well, yeah, I left off with Beyond. Well, or am I neutral to it? It's not for me. We'll just have to see. Um, then God of War. Again, looks great. As all God of War games do. I'm just mad because I couldn't play God of War extensively because it was never released on PC, and I do believe that's a loss for them. Cause yeah, but whatever, we'll see. It just looks great, and I don't know, the gameplay is great, like in all God of War. If you're not sick with the God of War fighting, I guess it's a game for you. And then we had PlayStation All Stars. Um, in my opinion, it doesn't look so hot. But, again, it depends on what kind of game you're looking for. Um, I mean, it's a fighting game, and I don't really get that feel. I know it's the Brawl Brother um, theme, but I do think that they should kind of go more towards a fighting game, a normal fighting game. I mean, with the zoom, the angle of the camera, the certain skills that you use, could we could have more big booms here and there. Really get the impact that somebody used a really good skill. I mean, not to make it like Mortal Kombat, like you really zoom into the guy's throat and see it being ripped out, but still, somewhere in between, really pay attention to this. I just felt like people were just jumping around there, like I was playing co-op Mario. Not really. Well, yeah, we'll see. Again, I do believe this is a game that will be measured more on what kind of characters they bring on the roster, because you might be inclined to playing it if a favorite Sony character is up there. Okay, then Star Wars 1313. Why the fuck does this exist? God, why, oh why? I mean, it's not enough that they took a fall with Star Wars: The Old Republic. Now they released this. Uh, I think it's like nobody knows what they're doing. LucasArts, what the heck? They said, for example, that they are aiming to a more mature audience. They actually said this, and then they showed an amazing, bloodless, and unimpressive melee takedown that is, and I quote, mature. They really emphasize it now. Check this takedown. What? Isn't that really shocking? No. What the heck are they smoking? I mean, when you attack enemies, it's like you shine flashlights on them. I mean, even Lego has more gore than this Star Wars game. Uh, I know that the enemies don't have blood and all, but have you seen like Transformers? You actually feel when you hit something or somebody. You have this sense of destruction, of metal gore, if you will. The same deal with of this game is the same with Star Wars: The Old Republic. It's like the developers are in the year 2003, and they're like making appropriate games for 2003. I mean, okay, yeah, appropriate games, good, but for this year, no way. You don't call mature and gory this game. Sorry, mature. Just they didn't call it gory, but still. I do not think it's mature. I do think they strayed, like LucasArts strays a lot, I guess. And yeah, that's it with Star Wars. It does look great, of course. It looks great. Um, if it's in real-time rendering, then it's great. I do feel it. Many games at E3, I mean, looked great. That's to be expected. High-end graphics and all. Then Elder Scrolls Online. Please go watch the interviews. Then go watch Guild Wars 2 interviews. They didn't even change the way they answered the interviews. I'm serious. Guild Wars was in Guild Wars 2 interviews. They said that, well, NPCs run up to you and ask you to help them. Then Elder Scrolls, the guy said exactly the same thing. It will have more dynamic. NPC will run up to you and he'll ask you to help him. Yeah, he said the exact same thing. Then we have the sieges that affect the world with buffs. You know, world versus world. Dynamic stuff. Synergy spells, which are basically cross-profession combos. A minimalistic interface. A guy on Twitter actually asked them why they changed the art direction. The answer would be something to be closer to Guild Wars 2, in my opinion. This is just my opinion, so. But I do have facts to back me up, because I did see all the Guild Wars 2 interviews. Yeah, and the art, they said culture, because there are many cultures in the game, and that's why the art and stuff change. I don't know. Well, good luck, I guess, but only blind people are gonna go for that. And this year, I mean, why did they choose like 2012 or 2013, where you have even WoW is the Mist of Pandaria and stuff, Guild Wars, you have many others. Why the heck Elder Scrolls Online? And oh, and in the interviews you also see a funny little feedback that they had on the stream, is like, would you be able to stop playing Skyrim to play Elder Scrolls Online? What? That's a trick question. What if I don't like both games? Neither of them. What? Yes? No? Would you be able to stop playing Skyrim to play Elder Scrolls Online? Huh? Yeah. Then we had Nintendo next day. Did an interesting thing by extending their press conference to the Nintendo site. Because they had a lot to say, that's what they said. They focused on the Wii U. They didn't actually awe us with interesting stuff. They got cocky and said that of course Nintendo wins the Spike TV Twitter hashtag competition, because of course all comments are positive comments. That's what Reggie said, but hey. That's a good strategy, I guess, doing poorly and winning on popularity, because people are more likely to talk about what went wrong rather than what went right. But anyway, special surprise, Project P100 or whatever it was called. It was the same thing as Pikmin 3. He was actually asked and he said no. Okay, but what's different? He didn't say what was different. He didn't extensively say what was different. Anyway, they were aiming towards a hardcore player, I guess. And they went with this Project P100 or whatever is it called. Sorry if I missed the name. That's not aimed towards hardcore players. I was expecting something more dark, edgy stuff, whatever. Somebody died, you are the one that has to get a special sword, and there's rain and blood on your jacket and stuff like that. Wow, no, just was bright, and like the Whimshire in Diablo. It's like making, like Blizzard saying, okay, we'll make Diablo for hardcore players. All levels will be fluffy rainbows and unicorns. Because that's hardcore, and every corner of the game should be like that, because that's hardcore. Yeah, that's basically what Nintendo did. Well, you like hardcore? Well, we'll make your hardcore game. This is your definition of a hardcore game. God. I mean, Zombie U, that was more hardcore. That was a nice game, I guess, in relation to P100. What the heck? Secret reveal. And to end, I guess there's a new Counter-Strike game coming. That's a good effort. I don't know if there are enough players out there that could would play Counter-Strike um, rather than play other shooters. In my opinion, they should have done this earlier, but they're doing it for the fans. It's okay. Um, by waiting, I guess they lost fans, but hey, they didn't lose all of them. It will be free, and I guess it's a good effort. I applaud the effort to bring something that people consider dead to make people happy. Oh, I forgot about Resident Evil 6. Um, Bringing new stuff into the game, I guess that's always good. But they actually forgot where they started from. Some fans never forget, I guess. It was a horror game. It was more freaking out about ammo conservation, trying to avoid combat rather than going straight into it, and etc. And that's actually even a conclusion to this. The players nowadays are going for more head-on. They don't like the mystery and the difficult situations of games. Um, Thus, hardcore games get more casual. The bullets can be found next to every corner, and um, you'll be shown hundreds and hundreds of markers showing you exactly when you want to go. So yeah, that's the gaming industry today, I guess. I hope not. Damn it, there are still games out there that are great and can be played without having these things in here. Well, it is remain to see. Now, something about Warring, I guess, because I owe you that. And let's not forget Shoot Mania, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, a game that I hope will become an esport, and I hope people will play it. I would like to play it. Just fairly certain I won't get an expert. I won't become an expert at it, but I won't be a noob. I will play it enough not to be a noob. I promise that. And I pretty much love. I saw the tournament. Total Biscuit was streaming, and it really looked like it. The game had potential of going to the tournaments, and yeah, it's a great game. Check it out if you haven't. And yeah. Okay, Warring is a film starring John Cusack. No, it's a game. Warring Battlezone, and it's free to play. Um, it's a shooter. You saw it. It relies on the buying in-game store items to keep it going. The items in store vary from weapons to costumes to armor, uh, visual stuff, and actual stuff that actually give you an edge in combat. It's not 100% pay to win in this perspective. If you do have skill, you can kill people fairly easily. I do not in this video, so I just learned a little bit. But yeah, that's Warring, and the items can be bought for 1 day, 3 days, 7 days, and permanent. Some of them do have permanent. It's not really awesome game. It's just something to fill the background while I talk.